Yo, what's good, people? We back at it for another week, another episode of What's the Word with LJ Mental Podcast. As always, I'm your host with the most, LJ. Back in here for another week. Man, oh man. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get into my word of the week. Man, oh man, it's been a real interesting week, man. You know, I've been saying that a lot lately, but man, oh man, it's been an interesting week. Some shit I was just laughing about that I saw earlier in the week. Man, the aka the shit talking is real. Um, Let me get into that why and just a little bit why I say that. And my word of the week this week is just chill. The reason why it's chill is because some people need to chill out. When certain things happen around the world, people can tend to overreact, be a prisoner of the moment, and might say some things that are very irrational in the moment. I mean, that happens to the best of us, but nah, since some things are just crazy and kind of blasphemous. But I mean, everybody entitled to their opinion, but that opinion doesn't mean it can't be ridiculed and made fun of, because that's what's gonna happen with some of this. Um, and the first thing I want to talk about, right, is first of all, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks who won the NBA Finals last night. After Game Five, I think a lot of people was feeling like how I was, that the series was pretty much over. It was a wrap. They just knew it, because it seemed like after Game Three, it seemed like they just figured out the Suns. Like they couldn't stop Giannis. No matter what they did, they just couldn't stop him. They figured out how to neutralize Chris Paul, because in the first two games, Chris Paul was getting to his spot. He loved that mid range, kind of to the corner almost, but at the mid range, it was not letting him get to that spot. And they kind of shut Devin Booker down, especially in the second half last night. They was neutralizing both of their star players. And the guy, Aiton, who was supposed to be guarding Giannis, he's too young, he's too wet behind the ears to try and defend Giannis. He was no match for Giannis. Like, he could hold him for a little bit, but proved to be Giannis was too much. So congrats to the Bucks and congrats to Giannis for winning Finals MVP. And I was ridiculing Giannis. And gotta eat crow today. So much respect to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, because they did their thing. Congrats to that city, Milwaukee. And yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, and it's not even fair to make that excuse like, oh yeah, a lot of injuries, and because that's not fair. They took advantage of the moment. So I mean, that's not even fair to do that. That's what a lot of people tend to do. If Kawhi was there with the Clippers, if he never would have went out, and maybe they would have won the title, or the Lakers getting hurt, or the Nets, and which could be true. I'm not even gonna deny that that's not the case, but I mean, make excuses is just not fair. Like they put in hard work just like the rest of the team. So I can't knock them for it. It's not a faulty championship. They did what they had to do. And at the end of the year, they was the best team. Now next year, I don't think they're gonna be there. I don't, because I do think those other teams, are gonna be back and better. But we just gotta see, because anything could happen in sports. That shit, like these last couple years around the world, not just affect the sports world, but everybody around the world, especially with this pandemic. And that's another thing too, like cases starting to rise, and again, it seemed like, and this is a mixed signal, some people overreacting, it seems like some people just not. I think, man, some people just need to chill. And the reason why I say we need to chill too, because I hear a lot of people chatting saying that Giannis is the best player in the NBA, and some people even saying he's better than LeBron, which is, I think that's ridiculous. It's easy to be a prisoner in a moment. Some people just say some irrational things. I mean, it happens, but y'all need to chill. Just relax. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Giannis is not better than LeBron. Maybe right now you could say maybe he's one of the two best players between him and Kevin Durant. The man just won a title and won the Finals MVP, but to say he's all-time great, better than LeBron, that's ridiculous. No. LeBron has been to 10 NBA Finals. Went to like, what, 6 straight? Or was it 5? But he went to a lot of them in a row. Um, from the year 2011 to about, what, 20, 16, he was in the finals every single damn year. Or no, 2018, I'm sorry. From 2011 to 2018, he was in the finals every damn year. So, but, yeah, and LeBron is a four-time league MVP, four-time finals MVP. Yeah, LeBron has a lot of accolades. He's the only guy people are comparing to Michael Jordan, saying some people think LeBron is the GOAT. I still think it's Michael Jordan, but this is the Giannis better than LeBron? No, no, no. You need to relax. Somebody else brought up an argument to me yesterday, which I thought was interesting. That I think is actually a more fair assessment of Giannis where he's at right now. Is that he's a top five all time power number four power forward, which that's very arguable. I think he definitely could be there. I think he is there. After thinking about it, yeah, I mean, it's not too many guys that it's kind of hard to argue two-time MVP, defensive player of the year. Now you got Finals MVP. It's kind of hard to argue that whether you like the man or not. It's kind of hard to argue that fact. Those are facts. That's not made up. That's not devoting on certain shit as somebody's opinion, but the numbers this man put up for only the seventh player in history to have 50 points in a finals game, like, it's kind of hard to argue. Like, yeah, now obviously Tim Duncan is there, Kevin Garnett, KG, Karl Malone, but yeah, Giannis is right there. I think those are three guys I would definitely put over Giannis. But yeah, when you have to get past them, he's like right there. So I think that's actually a very good point, I think. But to say he's better than LeBron, that's ridiculous. But to say him all-time top five, all-time power forward, I could give Giannis that. After really thinking about it last night, yeah, I definitely got to give Giannis that. No, he's not better than LeBron. People need to chill on that one. But yeah, it's a few things too. Another reason why I think people need to chill too, like people like I said, overreacting to like this new variant of we just got to take one day, one step at a time. And we can't forget that there's other stuff that's been out here before coronavirus. You still got the flu out here, still got cancer, still got all this other stuff people in the hospital for. The COVID-19 is not the only thing out here, and we've been able to survive. So unfortunately, there's some people that haven't survived. I'm glad a lot of people are recovering from having COVID, and we just gotta do what we gotta do. Hopefully, just take precautions, for this new variant or whatever it is, the COVID-19 or whatever. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this shit, but my point is, the world has survived, I think, circumstances like this. I mean, we just gotta keep it pushing. But yeah, another thing too, like, you into this crypto space, cryptocurrency. I know it's been a stock exchange for a year, but cryptocurrency is kind of a newer way to. It's been around, I think, for about 10, 12 years, but now it's in the public eye where more and more people are getting involved in it within like the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years. So it's still a young market, I think. And people are getting it's a little big downturn. It seems like also that Bitcoin kind of controls like almost, not everything, but controls almost all the other markets of the crypto. When Bitcoin goes down, damn near everything else goes down. There are some differences and some might go up, but that's what I noticed. The trend is that Bitcoin kind of controls almost all of it. And we can't panic sell. Noticed, I think recently Bitcoin dropped quite a bit. It's been up and down the last few months. I know earlier, really early in the year, it was at an all-time high. It was almost at 60,000. Now it's at like 29, 30-ish K. And during that time where it went down, that's when these millionaires jumped on it. Say, hey, buy more. That's the key. Some people panic when the shit dipped down. But no, that's not the time to panic. Now, you do need to do your own research and know when to sell. That's the key. And like I said, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm learning as well, and I'm learning from some people as well. But yeah, you the key is you gotta chill. Like don't panic. Just like do your research and see this not a get rich quick thing. You gotta be patient with it. Like it's some shit it took like 5, 6, 7, even 10 years for shit to hit and did pan out for people. There's so many success stories where it's happened and this shit is real. You just gotta be patient and know when to sell and um, when not to panic. So yeah, in many instances you can't panic. You need to chill out. Don't overreact. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Even though it's easier sometimes to do that, especially when you're under pressure with certain things. Um, I'm not telling you. Don't take this as the head and say, "Oh yeah, LJ told me to go do this and do that." I'm just saying, just give you a little bit of info on my experience with it. But yeah, the key this week is we need to chill on the current things. Don't panic. And another thing we need to chill out about too is I just want to give a review of the Space Jam 2 movie. Space Jam: A New Legacy is the actual name, obviously. But after watching it, um, I thought it was actually really good. I'd give it a B after watching it. I went and rewatched the original Space Jam 2 just to see, like, okay, I know the movie. I just think just a direct comparison, watching them kind of back to back, to see where I stand on both of them with an unbiased opinion on both. Uh, I still think the first one is better, but that a lot of things a lot of people tend to do is just because we like one, we gotta talk trash about the other, and that's not the case. You can like both. I'm more of a saying I don't mind saying something is better than the other, but that doesn't mean the other one's trash. Like I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, it's been a mix, and it probably depends on like how old you are too, I guess. Some people that went to see it wouldn't even, and obviously I get it. This movie is for kids, but I'm gonna add a little point to that. That is because it's not just for kids. Because the reason why I say that is because yes, it's a kids movie, yes, but my point I'm trying to say is that with this movie, if you saw the Looney Tunes and things going on, they basically have different lives. They're not just going around doing goofy things that they did in the first movie, like Bug still getting chased by Elmer, or Daffy and Porky doing wild stuff. They actually all kind of were separated and did something different. Like they had like real lives, like almost, they're cartoon characters. I thought that was kind of an interesting twist how they did that, where everybody was kind of separated. Like Lola's training to be an Amazon with Wonder Woman. Like Porky's trying to be like or Daffy's trying to be a superhero, Porky trying to be a cop, like all this other crazy stuff going on. Like, yeah, I thought that was interesting how they played that. So it's not, so they obviously paid homage to the first one because they know that people that's of age, that was old enough to see the first one when it first came out. They know that they were going to see this one too. So yes, it is marketed for kids, but there was some nuggets in there to say like, hey, people are going to want to go see this too. Obviously, a lot of people taking their kids. Some people that don't have kids that's old enough are going to see this too. And they gave a nod to the first one, so they knew. So yeah, that's all I'll make about that. Other than that, yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. It was certain things that, like I love LeBron's dynamic with his son. I thought it was really dope because the whole thing was about family and his relationship with his son. Like it was kind of a lesson, kind of a learning lesson in there, like how just to let them kids be themselves. But yeah, I love the dynamic with his son he had in there, and how he had to get him back or whatever. But that's what the theme was about. There was certain things in there. It was a more complex affair. Like they had pull out all the stops for all these different Warner Brother characters from DC to Like they have Superman in there. They all these wacky. They had the Flintstones in there in the background, like all these other crazy cartoon characters in there. And the actual basketball game was not a regular basketball game. It was the kind of a game that LeBron's son created, and they basically made that the game. It was a more complex affair than the first. The first one was really simple. It was good guys, bad guys. The bad guys trying to enslave the Looney Tunes and take over. Then Looney Tunes go recruit Michael Jordan. And that's funny too because it's kind of the opposite in the second one. LeBron has to go recruit them. And I think the main difference, which was kind of funny, was LeBron seemed kind of starstruck by the Looney Tunes. Like, oh my gosh, Bugs Bunny, Daffy, whatever. And then he's talking about all these, like, trying to get the super team together. Like, yeah, I need Superman, I need this or that, I need Batman, whatever. And the first one, the Looney Tunes are starstruck by Jordan. It's the other way around. Like, they're in awe of Jordan. Just the fact that he's there, like, you hear Tweety, like when he first pulls down, he's like, I thought I saw Michael Jordan. I did see Michael Jordan. But yeah, they all kind of starstruck by him. And Jordan didn't say, hey, I need to get this guy, that guy. He said, all right, tell me the plan. Like, he didn't want to. And it was obviously a different direction than the second one. First one is more about MJ. Does he still got it? And which played into the kind of the real life role of Michael Jordan. So that was a great story to tell, but it was a much more complex affair. The second one, the first one was real simple. Like, hey, Jordan playing baseball, bad guy trying to take us over. Can you help us out? He shows up, saves the day. Yeah, that's basically the story. And it's about the main theme is can Michael Jordan still play? The second one is about family. It's about LeBron and bringing his son together, letting his son be himself. That's the main theme, but the stuff around it, I thought was a little too much all over the place. I love the main theme, but yeah, overall I thought both are great movies. I still like the first one better. You could say, oh, maybe he's older and thinks that's why he thinks like that, but no, after carefully looking at both, I love them both. But yeah, I still like the first one better. But couple things I'm really excited about too is the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3 match was supposed to originally be this coming Saturday. AKA Bronze Bomber versus AKA Gypsy King. And I was disappointed. It got postponed because Tyson Fury had COVID, contracted COVID, and I think people on his team might have had it as well, but they postponed it a few months there. Obviously, they got to take safety precautions, but I was looking forward to that. It got moved. I'm actually personally excited about this. It got moved to October 9th because that's my birthday, so I'm personally excited about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that to see. Realistically, Tyson Fury is a better boxer. Even though I like even though I like Deontay Wilder, I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury is probably gonna win again. And I don't see how he could have improved that much, and he hasn't fought since the last time they fought, which was what, 2 years ago or almost 2. I forget the exact date when they fought, but I know it was a minute ago. It was over a year. It was definitely way over a year and a half ago. So yeah, they haven't fought since then. He hasn't fought anybody since then. So I don't know, sparring with somebody who can help him with his footwork or with timing and punching and all of that. I don't know if there's any like that could have really helped him. I don't know. We're gonna see it. I'm looking forward to that. There's always drama in sports, and this is just dope to see. Like, so yeah, I'm personally definitely look at it because of the dates, but the fight itself, I want to see what adjustments, if any, Deontay Wilder could make, because he can't go in there with the same game plan that he had last time. He just can't do it. So I know he tried to say the suit he had on was too hot or whatever. I mean, I don't buy that, but I don't think anybody bought it. But yeah, it should be a good matchup. Should be a good matchup. I hope. And it doesn't. We're gonna see though. So October 9th, definitely. So last thing I want to get into before I go, but I'm really excited about this. And I've been paying attention to the back and forth online. I think it's hilarious. There's no real beef as far as I know going on. I'm talking about the versus battle that's coming up between Dipset and the Lox. Yeah, I'm hyped for this one. It's gonna be at now that people are allowed in arenas and everything. They selling tickets, and it's gonna be held at Madison Square Garden in New York. So yeah, this is big. And it's not just a New York battle. I think people around the nation, around the U.S. could appreciate Dipset and the Lox. Probably Dipset probably realistically have more of a presence because they have records in the clubs and all of that and the radio coming up. But I'm excited about it. Jim Jones was talking trash, talking about he gonna be smoking on a Lox pack on August 3rd is when the battle is. Talking about he gonna be smoking on his Lox pack, and Styles P responded with Lox saying tried to accuse somebody of lacing Jim Jones weed that he's upset about. He gonna beat him up when he see him on August 3rd. He's talking crazy that I don't know, cause he's basically saying the Lox is gonna slaughter him. I personally think that I agree with that. I think the Lox got better records. I actually don't even think it's close. I love both Dipset and the Lox. I think they're both amazing. Both groups are absolutely amazing. Cameron, Jewels got a great catalog as solo artists and as a group with Jim Jones, Freaky, J.R. Ryder, the crew. Yeah, it's gonna be a great battle. But I was just thinking, I don't think a lot of people thought about this because a lot of people I know think the Dipset, but I'm thinking a lot of people are sleeping on the Lox. We're talking about it's about hits and that. Me personally, I mean, don't sleep on the Lox. They do. Money, Power, Respect was a very, very big record. Very big record. Plus, All About the Benjamins, as people forget, they was on that too. All About the Benjamins, very, very big record. Plus, they did a record with Biggie on his last album before he passed. Last Day, that's a very dope record. Plus, the shit with DMX on his album, Jay-Z, the Rough Rider stuff. Plus, their group albums, not to mention they soloed it. With all that combined, I think is a little much for Dipset, for my personal opinion. You got not just affiliation, but records with Bad Boy, Biggie, Rough Riders. They own shit. I just think it's gonna be a little much. But Dipset is great too. They got some shit. They do. That's why I'm excited about it. I think this is as much an even matchup as you can get. I haven't spoke about versus in a minute. I know they still been doing them. Now that you've been back outside, I haven't watched them, but there hasn't been too many that's been interesting to me in a while. But yeah, this one right here though, yeah, this the one right here. If I was in New York, I definitely would go. But yeah, this one right here, this the one I'm excited about. The last one I thought, and plus not just the air, but because it's about entertaining too. I think their personalities is definitely gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be a lot of shit talking, and I love it. It's gonna be, and it's all in fun and games. It's not like they got real street beef, so ain't nobody about to get stumped out or nothing like that in there. Ain't nobody gonna get robbed or shot or nothing like that. It's just gonna be good fun and games. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with shit talking. I mean, my generation and generation before grew up on shit talking and ribbing on each other. I know people, kind of this generation is a little sensitive about that, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. I think the shit talk is hilarious. between Jim Jones and Styles. I think everybody else pretty much been quiet on it. They just mentioned like, yeah, this is the battle date, but Jim Jones and Styles been going in on that shit been funny. But overall, I think the Lox. I got the Lox. Um, I think personally, a lot of people I know got Dipset, and I do not care whatsoever. Cause I love Dipset too, but when it comes to this heat that the Lox gonna be dropping on y'all, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be too much for y'all. I think. Lox got some, Dipset got some heat too. Like I really mean it. This is an amazing record. I love that record. Um, yeah. I just think the Lox gonna be a little much for them. Cause I mean, you could say, oh yeah, they got the party records, but the Lox had the street on lock. You could say Dipset kind of had the street on lock too. But yeah, that's why it's kind of an even matchup. Like they both got a lot of shit to drop. They both got way. I know it's 20 versus 20 records. They both got way more than 20 as solo artists and as a group together. They got more than 20. All the artists do. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a dope battle, and I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I just think it's interesting the shit talking and all of that. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Like I said, the theme this week is to chill out. Don't overreact to shit. Use that as a lesson too. I know it's easy to say some things that are irrational first when you in the moment, and you gotta live in the moment. But that's the thing, just live in the moment. Don't be out here saying or doing dumb shit later on. But it's easier said than done. But just a little nugget. You need to just chill on certain things. Like, you say some wild things sometime and it's funny. But yeah, that's it. Nothing major, just saying, just a little, nothing too major. Like, just chill. Alright, we good. We be good. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. So yeah. But yeah, just remember that in the week. Stay safe out here. Keep handling your business. I'm out.